56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a happy Friday. I got my homeboy, Jay Ham, the historian. He's also my homie. He's like the, when people can look in the future, they're Nostradamus. He ain't Nostradamus, but he can look in the past. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, like Miss Cleo, Nostradamus. There was one, lady who was crazy good at that stuff, man. She would have scared me. We would have burned her back in the day if we were in Salem. You know what I'm saying? They called them witches back then.
You ain't talking about Dionne Warwick then.
Oh, Dionne Warwick? Man, no, dude. No, I am not talking about Dionne Warwick. Damn fool, singing and all that stuff. Jesus. But I am talking about, I don't know, what was I talking about?
I don't know. We just started the show, so.
I know I just started the show, but I had
Jay
a very...
Ham being the historian.
Oh, he can't see in the future. But what he is, he's a...
Pimp.
He's a procurer of the past, and he doesn't forget it. Now, I always say yesterday's history. Why worry about it? Tomorrow's a mystery. It may never come. Today's the present. That's what I'm living, and I'm going to enjoy it, and that's why it's a damn gift. No, he looks in the past. I guess to correct the future. I look in the past. I don't look in the past just because I got regrets and I don't want to remember all that stuff. I'm moving on. That's right. I'm moving on. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because we are breaking down all kinds of stuff from the past, which we're going to apply to the present and the future.
Okay.
When it comes to college basketball, the NBA, the college game itself when it comes to hoops, the new angle on pro sports, and we talking with the birthday boy himself, Mo Schefter, today at 11:30.
And I think he might have some revelation. I think he's been in the
Revelations?
Yeah,
Is that where the pale white horse comes down and smokes everybody for the apocalypse?
And here he goes.
Is that right? I sent a pale white horse. Or is it four horses? The four horsemen is a shot, too, by the way. I think it's like Jim, Jack, J-Mo, and...
Ric Flair.
Rick, Arn, Tully, and Ole.
What is that?
There's a lot of four horsemen in history.
No, but the four horsemen is it not Jack Daniels, Jameson, Jim Beam, and Janet Jackson? No.
Which sounds like something that Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard would have drank. All together.
Jim, Jack,
Only
J-Mo.
didn't drink, though.
I feel like there was another horse. Somebody at 901-360-8255 at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line where life is too short for ordinary jewelry is going to let me know. Because you know what we talk with Mo about, right?
What are we talking more about?
Football, bro.
Of course, and I know.
Freaking ball.
He's been in the lab and he's been combined. Landon revealed somebody's all-quarter century team a couple weeks ago.
Landon had a reveal.
Well, he wasn't.
It was a big one.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was the week you were out. This was the week.
He just made a dirty joke for the first time in his life.
I like it.
I caught it.
We got to catch him in the hallway and clap for him like they did on Goodfellas when
please,
when he got
stay
pinched the
seated,
first
stay
time.
seated.
Like we need to get this kid. Hey man, didn't we bring some crispy treats up in this joint?
Of course.
No, we can't give him one of those.
No,
I would
too
feel
far.
so guilty.
But no.
So, okay, little sidebar real quick, just to tell you something, and let's just pretend that I'm not telling you which business this was that I did this, and this was younger than my career when I was young and I thought things were funnier. I baked ganja goods, and there was only one person that I told because he was very religious and, like, saved himself, and also he was, like not only was he super, super, super religious and very devout, he didn't put any kind of chemicals that get you high in his body. Like he was he was not down with the gluten, not down with like the whole thing. So he's the only person I told. I was like, yo, bro, don't eat the cookies, but don't you dare tell nobody. Everybody ate the cookies. It was the best day of work I've ever had. Except for like having to talk to HR that like coming Monday was not as fun as I thought it was going to be. And for some reason, HR is always out there. Like you know what they are? They're pouty face.
Of course.
Hello, what have you been doing, John?
It's part of their job description. I think.
Tell me why it is that you find it appropriate. Because I don't think. But anyway, what did I get off on that for? I don't know. But we're talking NFL. We're releasing the all-century team for Mo, right?
All quarter set. Well, he's going to release
all
the
quarter.
Offense. The first team offense.
First team offense, all quarter century.
And we're making people who really want to listen, who really want to know that first team, before I reveal the graphic probably on Monday, they got to listen in to the happy hour. So that means you need to download the app, go to your Play Store, download the Sports56 app, type in the happy hour with Johnny Radio. Mm-hmm. Here we are.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. That's where we at. So 11:30, we got Madness with Mo. We got 12 o'clock MJ, Michael Jeffrey Jordan himself, and his best friend Myron Jenkins are going to join us today at 12
they
o'clock.
They both had the fadeaway. That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect shot, perfect fadeaway. I hate to have to say it. MJ ain't done as much kids as Myron Jenkins has. You know what I'm saying? Ball Academy. Ball you, don't play. Ball you.
Oh, yeah.
Not ball me, ball you. So MJ's joining us. 12:30. I got the two biggest degenerates on planet Earth not named J Ham and John Harden.
And I have
T-Money, Uncle Brass.
I don't have it in my physically yet, but I have to let T-Money know that the order is in.
Oh, man. He finally got that kickstart Purple Terminator.
I don't know about that. I don't know too much about that part, but nevertheless, he should be a happy dude when he sees me the next time face to face.
Could you imagine actually if they back in the, like, if you ever had to have one that was like a kickstart, like a riding mobile, or like one that you just had to, like, you know, like how when you get your what's that thing, the blower, and you have to prime it, like push the button 10 times. Right. And you got to pull the choke up, like yank that jump, put it down. That'd be terrible.
You're a yard work dude. I'm not a yard work dude.
I like it. I like sweating. I like being outside with my shirt off. Man, I get to stand on the corner of the road with my shirt off looking good, having women have wrecks out there in front of me, and I get to come and help them.
I can find countless other ways of doing that other than mowing the lawn. Just saying. That's just me, though.
It's also cathartic because I listen to my headphones, and there's no way I can have to listen to Chaz.
I can put my earbuds.
You know why men take care of their yards? And do yard work when you get married? Because that's a good 2 hours to get away from your wife, who's already got a list for you to do anyway.
I take care of it by paying the yard service guys to do it.
Dude, I'm cheap, bro. If I'm gonna spend my money, she's gonna, you know, send her services will be rendered, and we gonna know this on the front end. I'm bouncing afterwards. Yada 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 boost.
Did you see this Bleacher Report list they had out where they're comparing NBA salaries to salaries in other sports?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. NBA money got dumb as hell.
It's long.
I mean, when D Book getting basically over $1 million per game, and he's D Book. No, it's $72 million, and the man only averages 4 games a year over his career.
Ain't a bad deal for him.
No, man, it's a great deal. Congratulations, Holmes, but it ain't like he's gonna win anything.
So you gotta make it up somewhere, right?
Yeah, you gotta have butts in the seat, dude. Can't have Dylan Brooks as the damn face of your franchise.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And then of course you saw the fact that the Slim Reaper Chet got $250 million and basically played one season.
Let's go through a few of these real quick. We'll start here with Jaren Jackson.
Trips. Let me just say something. Tripp's contract now looks like a bargain basement damn
course.
contract compared. Like, I feel stupid for some of the things because I'm like,
And I'm not one to count.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was counting paper because I know Robert Pera for a billionaire be a cheap ass owner. No disrespect, Robert. Not that you're listening or give a damn.
Well, you just said it previously. You got to sell tickets, and Tripp does help sell tickets.
Yeah, Tripp does. Yeah, I guess because
He helps. I'm not saying he's the draw, but he helps. But he's at 5 years, $240 million. That's about at $48 million a year, which is comparable to Patrick Mahomes at $45 million.
Yeah, the GOAT number 2.
As well as, I don't mean to diss while Landon is sitting right here, but Juan Soso, as I heard him call earlier this week on.
Yeah, but Juan Soso has been better. But I will tell you, the Mets, I don't know what in the hell they have done lately, but did you see that just debacle yesterday that they had against the Orioles?
I'm sick of losing to bad teams.
Bruh, what in the
Flip.
One of my guys from the dish, Joe Mavor, he was at that game live yesterday. He's an Orioles fan too. So.
Oh, then he's okay.
He's
Okay,
good. Right.
all right. He ain't like standing above Times Square, looking down, thinking crazy. Good. Yeah. The Mets were trash yesterday. That was embarrassing. Orioles, and then the fact the way they lost that game, insanity.
Let's do another one real quick. Nas Reed, 5 years, $125 million. 25 a year, right?
Dude, okay, so I like Nas Reed a lot. You know that.
Well, he's a player.
But he's a backup dude.
Well, that's the going.
He comes off the bench.
said it the other day.
And this is what I'm going to tell you. It sounds insane at $25 million a year for a guy coming off the bench. But damn it, you got to remember, they only 15 dudes on the damn bench, bro.
And you got to remember,
This ain't
just
fitted
talked about a
to-
dude that was making 72
Oh,
million.
yeah.
Right.
And he's a 2-guard who doesn't defend and is pretty much, I think, average. He's a one-trick pony, bro.
Perennial All-Star.
You know what?
I can't say.
Usually, ponies don't get much as stallions, but
Did we
in the
talk about
NBA, they
this?
give My Little Pony just as much as they give the stallions.
Did we talk about this with Terry Davis? I think
A
earlier
40-year-old
this week?
man's making $52.5 million a year in LeBron James.
That's for services. Because he really could be at that 70 or 80, just like the
Well, yeah,
other
he just wants to
dudes.
control everything because he's
I mean,
a
but
power
if you
freak.
if you earned it, flex it. But this Nas Reed money is compared to Lane Johnson for the Philadelphia Eagles, same $25 million, as well as Jose Altuve with another $25 million.
Let me tell you something, man. You're getting a hell of a lot more out of your Jose Altuve.
Now, when people talk about the NBA struggling and ratings, and I'm looking
I
around,
gave it up,
and-
bro. It's not that.
and I'm looking around, and Nas Reed is getting $25 million, and I understand that in the NBA, I think it's players receive 49% of revenue. So if they have a $77 billion media rights deal, that's about to kick in.
Okay, but also this is the thing is the NBA was the first, way ahead of football, way ahead of
absolutely.
MLB Network, way ahead of Major League Baseball, way
Hockey
ahead of
too.
any damn thing. And you can look just right here in our city, Grind City Media.
Absolutely.
Our very own CJ Hurt left here. He went down there with them. Very good for him. Fish went down there. There's a lot of great people I'm good friends with down there. But I think it was 2016.
Yeah.
They went down there, and the Grizzlies said, and I think it was Chris Wallace, I remember, at the presser. He comes up to the presser, and I knew that something was coming because he said, why have other just normal journalists come in here and write things about your team? Why don't we just have journalists in here who have unfettered access, and then they can write for the team? And, of course, then they brought in my man from ESPN, Mike.
Wallace.
Thank you. Damn it, I wasn't getting to Wallace. If he had big boobs and was a girl, I would have remembered her name. But, Mike, I'm sorry. You're a full-grown black man, and I just
like
ain't
Mike.
down
I
with
had a chance
dudes.
to meet Mike once.
No,
He was real
very
cool.
nice guy.
He liked my cookies, too. I had brought cookies to the
Hey.
table.
I can say a whole lot about some of them people. Y'all be shocked. Fishy. But what I'm saying is Grind City Media went out there and started doing their own content. And then you see, I think they got like 40, 50,000 followers. The gearheads, the grind heads, the grit and grinders, Memphis, 3 Shades of Blue, all that stuff. They up in that Grind City Media from like Benson and CJ to I think, what is it? Like they got Parrish and Verno
Vernon.
Fisher, Lane Whitaker,
Devin
Wallace.
Walker's got
Devin,
it.
by the way, social media superstar.
Yeah, I'm
Devin
a
Walker
fan of Devin Walker.
tears that stuff up. So mad
I had a
props.
chance to meet him too. Cool dude.
I met all these dudes, man. I'm about to bring you over and have a party. Not me, I don't know them very well. So, but they did a great job, and guess what? Their content is about.
Memphis.
They've been covering the summer league. If you want summer league action, they got it. Hell, they sent a couple people out there. So what I'm saying is like each NBA team has built its own media organization inside the NBA, and they basically hold bar on all the stuff that's getting out.
Yeah.
And it was genius. But the thing is, you got to remember, this is still revenue.
Yep.
Not just for the people who are doing the shows, but it's also controlling the narrative, and it's getting all those clicks, views, and hits. Now, people talk about they only had 1.2 million people watching on TNT. Well, because sadly, young kids who are all up in the hoops, they watching it on streaming services. They watching it on NBA TV online.
They watch it on Fire Sticks.
They watch it on they don't even have to watch the whole game. They watching clips, hits, views.
Clips. That's where they really get it.
And the fact that it is, again, the NFL is king, but it's like 6-1. I don't have this.
You saw that report. I saw
yes,
too. Yeah.
Where the amount of impressions globally is 6-1.
Engagements,
and the length of time, and then plus again, the game has gone completely global. Europeans, South America, hell, man.
This is where the 77
There's an Eskimo
billion
out there who's got the NBA package chilling in his igloo in Alaska, bruh.
You didn't see the video of the monks that I had. They were getting their hoop on. I'm like, the Ravens ain't down in the temple.
But I will tell you, I ain't a hoop head like you are in the aspect of I love playoff basketball, and you know that. I get bucked.
I think we like playoff anything.
Playoff anything, yeah. I got even into hockey.
Yeah,
but basketball, in my opinion, okay. So NFL is my favorite game in the entire world to consume because it's the best package, it's the best product.
And I think for me, when you talk about that package, and I agree, I think part of that package is that you don't get overstuffed in it day to day to day. It's a week to week thing. You got time to digest.
You got a game on Monday, a game on Thursday.
Friday,
you got your whole Sunday party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star.
We group on Tuesday, Wednesday. You got to get it's almost like a work week.
I get to say what up to my wife.
It's a work week that you enjoy.
That's why they shouldn't start the NBA when they do, because on Tuesday and Wednesday, man, I'm doing wife stuff because, damn it, I can't go out there and watch no NBA, bro.
One day it's going to actually get to that point, though, to where the NBA is going to give way to it because they're going to see that it's money there on the back end if they wait anyway. You're not really losing no money, because especially when we talk about NFL versus NBA, one is homegrown American deal, and they go get money overseas a handful of times a year. Go to Brazil, go to Germany, go to England.
I mean, it's still king, bro. I don't give a damn about it.
I mean, it's king in America.
Well, I mean, it's also
cool.
it's king in finance.
It ain't king globally though.
Not globally, but again.
But I get what you're saying.
Like,
and I agree.
There ain't on a Sunday.
Oh no, in America.
If a dude's cutting the grass, he cutting
it about 9:30.
He paying, he train, he buy,
and he cutting about 9:30, so he can be through at noon.
Okay, yeah, if he's doing that, then respect.
Right.
But I mean, like, dude.
But you notice, like, there's the fellas ain't up with Saturday weddings in the fall. Not like that, unless they team.
If anybody gets married in football during the football season, September, October, November, December,
be a football themed wedding.
Well, it better never, ever be on a weekend.
True that.
Like, that's disrespectful.
Wednesday.
I think the only month you ever get married in is in August. 2 reasons. One, it's too hot. They can't make you wear a suit. You don't make your other people wear a suit. It's too hot. That's BS. I don't like that. That way you can have a low-key slack wedding. Plus, what the hell you watching in August, bruh?
Yeah, have a linen suit wedding.
That's linen, dog. You want me looking fly as hell. What I'm saying is, though, I ain't down with that And there ain't nothing going on in August because all you doing is reading Lindy's, Athlons, you getting ready for college football.
Unless you're just a heavy baseball head in the dog days of summer at that point. You know?
Oh, I'm a heavy baseball fan, but right now you got to understand, man.
But it's like the NBA in March for me. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying with that. It's like just like the NBA in February, March, where it's like it's the dog days of that, and we're getting close to where we're getting in that back stretch, which around the corner. March and April is the back stretch. September's your back stretch in baseball. Same thing.
Yeah, September's fun in baseball. By the way, a couple of nuggets and notes real quick because I know I got to tell you. I saw some fun stuff yesterday. Did you watch any of the Yankees-Mariners game?
No, I didn't.
So I was working all night long, watching baseball in the background, gambling up and down all night, working.
I like how he works and gambles.
Dude, how the hell are you going to work?
That's a shirt coming.
Dude, I'm telling you, how you going to work? You got to have a little something going on, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm sitting here, and the Yankees and the Mariners are playing. And Wu comes out and walks the first two batters of the ball game. And I'm sitting there going, damn, man, he don't have it. Wu don't go out there and walk the first two batters of the ball game. Goes out there, you got runners on first and second, and you're like, damn, dude, they about to get down. They get out of all of it. And then he goes on to no-hit the Yankees for 8 innings, okay? It is, dude.
I did see
okay.
He got shut.
Yeah.
I didn't finish the story, though, because I saw where he got shut down after. Go ahead.
Seattle is up after 8 innings, 5-0, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They go into the bottom of the ninth. Again, Wu has been no freaking hit. You know what I mean? Woo. Wu goes out there in that deadgum bottom of the damn 8th inning, gets in a little bit of trouble, brings in some relievers. They knock in a few runs because guess what? They're the Yankees, and they're going to score. Yeah. So next thing you know, all of a sudden, this game that looked like it was impossible, it's 5-3 in the 8th. I mean, it's 5-0 in the 8th. All of a sudden, is now 5-3 going into the top of the 9th. Seattle puts on a little bit of pressure, doesn't score another run. It is now 5-3, bottom of the 9th. You're thinking to yourself, Yankees, they were no-hit most of the game. They got lucky. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're like, they ain't going to come back. The number, if I just would have put a little bit of money, I would have been walking away a fat man. It was like plus 3,000, like the Yankees were going to come back and win the way they were playing. So all of a sudden, here we go. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Munoz comes out on the bump. All of a sudden, you kind of start noticing a little something. He's struggling a little bit. You had Trent Grisham come on out there and single right off the jump to right field. Grisham gets over to second base. Then you got Judge who's coming up there. Next thing you know, all hell starts breaking loose because guess what? Munoz is tipping his pitches. And tipping them bad, bro. And the Yankees were ballers and didn't even try to sneaky do it. They were the minute he did the little hitch for his damn breaking ball that always ended up in the dirt.
Adjustment was made.
They would jump up. If he was doing the fastball, he would hold it high and he would not go up and down. And he was tipping them so bad. Yankees knew what were coming. All of a sudden, Bellinger singles. Grisham scores. Then you get Rice gets walked. Bellinger's on second. Grisham to third. And everybody's freaking out because guess what? My man's still tipping his pitches. Raleigh's trying to talk to him. He can't figure it out. Munoz. Then Wells singles to right. Bellinger scores. Grisham scores. Wright's on second. All of a sudden, damn it, we got a tie game. And I'm like, this is buck-ass wild. And then they come back, of course. They win the game in the 10th inning, 6-5. The Mariners are the first team in baseball to do so many things. So the Yankees won after being no-hit into the 8th inning and trailing by 5. It's the first team to do so since 1997 on June 24th, a long, long time ago. Stanton, by the way, got his first career pinch hit home run in that bad boy. And in his career as a pinch hitter, as a pinch hitter, he is a 104 average. After yesterday, he is now 5 for 48, and he hit his first home run pitch hitting. Judge got his 7th walk-off plate appearance since 2021, tied for the most in baseball. And the Yankees win, and I know Woo-Woo had to be mad. Woo-woo! I got to take a break. We got to pay bills because guess who's coming to join us? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What song is that?
That would be the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited.
Damn, man.
I don't remember the year, but it's early 80s.
Man, let me just tell you something, bro. Your brain works.
Yeah, it does.
How do you do that? Like, your brain actually runs on lettuce?
Yeah.
So you like the ascended of Cheech and Chong?
America runs on Dunkin', I run on lettuce.
America runs on Dunkin'. Oh, God. Let me tell you something. You the man. I'm breaking. I'm taking time out. I got the man, Mo Schefter. All's we talking about.
He runs on lettuce, too.
Till 12 o'clock is the National Football League. Oh, and I got to sprinkle in a little nuggets on college, too, as well. I like nuggets.
We got to get Mo into college football. He will watch, but he don't really cover.
Man, no. I just, hey, he's a watcher.
Germ normally does the cover.
Have you ever heard of the Cuck thing? They're watchers.
Yeah.
But we'll discuss that at a later date. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Marshall's Steakhouse is a feast for the eyes as well as the body. Enjoy all American USDA prime steaks, aged 30 days or more, and other delicious meats and sides. Marshall's Steakhouse in Holly Springs, named the #1 steakhouse in Mississippi by the Food Network, and named in the top 2 most legendary steakhouses in the South by Southern Living Magazine. Make reservations today and get free bread pudding by calling 662-252-2424 or online at marshallsteakhouse.com. Marshall Steakhouse in Holly Springs, a Southern treat.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors at 2356 Goodman Road in Horn Lake. Also stores in Cleveland, Mississippi and Little Rock. They specialize in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-913-7883 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Here's what sets NST Law apart. They don't just work in Memphis, they ride for Memphis. From school fundraisers to courtroom battles, they show up where it matters. And when someone in this city gets hurt, NST goes toe-to-toe with insurance giants. No fear, no favors. It's not just the law to them, it's loyalty. And if you ever need backup after a crash, NST's got your back. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or check out nstlaw.com.
Surprise the family with a new club car and experience the best golf cart in the industry. A new golf cart is perfect for cruising the neighborhood, enjoying yourself at the lake, turning heads on the course, and just having something reliable to use around the yard. Ladd's has you covered with new and used golf cars. The new club car Onward, available in electric or gas and a variety of colors and features. Ladd's goes beyond the green. Whitten and I-40 or online at lads.net.
What happens to former real estate agents when they want to sell their homes? This is Sheldon Rosengarten, actually Shell Dunn, with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors. I am so proud and feel so honored when former real estate agents contact me when they want to sell their homes. They know that I've been in the business for quite a while, have a great deal of experience, and know that I am good at marketing, not merely putting a sign in the yard and hoping it sells. Over the years, I have developed a highly successful strategic marketing program that can mean the difference in what you make and when. Talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure that I am one of them. So if you or someone you know is thinking about selling a home, remember what other real estate agents who have been in the business do. They call me, Shell Dunn Rosengarten, at 483-0546 or email me at memphisrelocate.com. I will wait to hear from you to take advantage of this good market. That's 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. Thank you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back. Am I on?
Yeah.
Damn it, bro. Oh, we had a short. What is up with that?
I don't know. Don't
now
ask me.
Now I got ears, but when I was speaking, I was like, yo, I don't hear myself. Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. Your buddy, Johnny Radio, solid steel and sex appeal. You can't hurt me. But one thing that can hurt me is being in a place, man, where there's like no place to go outside and sit on the patio on a beautiful day when you got a sundress on. Being in a place that doesn't have 24 beers on tap that I can go and enjoy, or 52 different cans and seltzers, a full bar with the largest amount of Tito's in the history of the world, televisions everywhere, and the biggest TV I've ever seen in my entire daggum life. Plus, you know, karaoke, bro, you get little Tito's in me. I think I'm Curtis Mayfield. I'm your doctor. I'm your daddy.
You know that Curtis Mayfield is the illegitimate grandson of Baker, grandfather of Baker
Mayfield. Yeah.
Which Mo knows this because I've been running that joke for like 10 years since Baker was starting at Oklahoma.
So Baker's love child.
Basically, grandchild.
Man, I mean, like, he was making a little love on the side.
Yeah, that's how Baker came through.
Every single kid came with a little bit of joy till they found out they were pregnant, till the woman did. You know what I'm saying? You had a great damn time. And then, like, 6 weeks later, you're like, what you talking about, woman? What you talking about, Willis?
You remember what Darian said Monday for that quote?
If you ain't going to abstain, make sure you rap that thing. Doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop.
A lifetime of passion that cause you a lifetime of pain.
Yeah, dude.
A night full of passion that cause you a lifetime full of pain.
Yeah, man. I had a OG back in the day when I was young and I was buck and I loved women. I still do. You know, I'm a big fan. But I was like 18 years old, 6, 7. You know, when I was in high school, it was ridiculous. And plus, like, I was probably, in gaming terms,
you were like Larry on Three's Company.
I was like, if I was, what is that game they call where they drop you in and kill everybody? Like Halo or Fortnite. I don't know.
Fortnite,
you know, I'm at a game. Man, I'm the dude they dropped on the island. I killed everybody except for Ginger and Mary Ann, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were mine. That was my skill when I was young.
What you got against the millionaire's wife, man?
Dog, come on, man. You got Mary Ann and Ginger, and you think I want old Mrs. What's her name? But why am I on this?
I think you were talking about the owner's box.
Oh, thank you very much. Getting me back. I'm trying to do a promo, and whenever I go out to Lakeland, in fact, if I want to go to the best sports bar, period, I always go out to Lakeland's Town Square to the owner's box because, again, they have an upscale menu your girl will love. They have a beautiful patio, a huge, huge bar, tables everywhere, TVs everywhere. You can't find a bad seat. Games on all day long, all day strong. Plus, they do karaoke. They have all kinds of things going. When you're ready for a fun atmosphere with your friends, family, and loved ones, and some people you don't know with some cute girls, you know what I'm saying, in them sundresses, it's the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Mo Schefter, I just got to tell you something. If I could sing like that woman who slept with Jack and John Kennedy, what was her name?
Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. I would sing "Happy Birthday to You, Mo," but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say happy birthday, Bo.
I appreciate that, brother. You know what? You could sing Pusher Man to me, and I'll be this is like singing Happy Birthday.
Bro, you should have seen me. I was at what's that place with Sane we went to on Madison, A Slice of Heaven.
Yeah, the pizza joint.
At the pizza joint after hours. Oh yeah, you weren't there. And when I jumped up to sing Pusher Man by Curtis Mayfield,
yeah.
At first you seen some of them looks when I got to that certain line. You know what I'm saying? They were like waiting there when I was like, "I'm your preacher in the alley." Like, "Oh yeah, all right, Holmes, get this man some hands." I'm like, "Nah, Tito's."
Hey.
Mo, realistically though, seriously, your boys came on, wished you happy birthday. I really do wish you happy birthday, and I hope you had a good week and you continue it now. In the world of football, it's getting that time, buddy. I'm kind of getting a little bit excited. I'm going to start somewhere, which I can't believe I haven't even started here. I don't think we've ever talked about this team. I have not really been up in this division with you, and that is the NFC North, which I think is one of the most fascinating divisions in football this year. You got, Matt LaFleur, who is a damn good coach. You have Jordan Love, who his rookie year was awesome. I blame last year on playing on foreign soil on a terrible-ass field for basically Jordan Love having a terrible start to his season because he was playing on ass, and he got injured, and it wasn't his fault. NFL do better. They also went and got my man, the first wide receiver that they drafted, and this is the Green Bay Packers, that is, as they hosted the draft. Was it Matthew Golden coming out with his gold jacket, going to Green Bay, getting everybody hype? I'm fired up for that. I've seen fat J.J. McCarthy lately. You know those weapons are going to be good. He's about to have a baby. Is Minnesota, can Kevin O'Connell continue just to go in there and like take a loser like Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold? I mean, he took a dude like Kirk Cousins, made him millions, and he even convinced the Falcons to give him $100 million after a ruptured Achilles. That's crazy. JJ's there in Detroit. 2 brand new offensive and defensive coordinators, but a whole lot of familiar faces. They've been so close the last 2 seasons. Can they get back there? And then the entire overhaul, and in the same division, Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, who loves 12 personnel, went out and got him a bunch of big tight ends. He's going to protect Caleb Williams. They've done a whole lot of work, and he believes he can be the answer in the NFC North right now. Of these 4 teams, which one right now has your eye?
Well, first of all, it's funny you asked me about the NFC North because I was in the lab last night on some things in the NFC North. So right now I feel like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour 2 at that spa. I don't know where to start. There's just so much in front of me that I could talk about right now. The team, to me, that's the most intriguing in the NFC North is obviously the Chicago Bears, and I think most football fans, experts, whatever, would say that to you just because you got Caleb Williams, you got all this turnover, you got Ben Johnson. So I'm sure everybody, including myself, is very intrigued by the Chicago Bears. I think the Minnesota Vikings have a lot of questions about them, and none of them will get answered until about November, December, until people start putting up their Christmas trees. Let's talk about the Lions and the Packers, because that's really where this division is going to center around. I think the Bears are still a year or 2 away. Let's talk about the Lions and the Packers. I want to be very clear when I say this. Like, when I say the Lions are going to take a step back this year, I'm not saying they're going to be trash. I'm saying that they're going to probably lose 4 or 5 games, unlike last year, because they got 2 new coordinators, as you pointed out. And one thing that does not get talked about, Johnny, is the Lions' run defense was really middle of the pack. They were not great.
Their whole defensive line was decimated. Their secondary by the end of the year was also decimated. Aiden Hutchinson, they couldn't pressure a quarterback. They couldn't stop a nosebleed on the line. Like, their whole defense completely fell apart because I feel bad. Aaron Glenn still got a head coaching job because he was playing defense with a practice squad team.
No doubt about it, and I certainly think them being healthier this year is going to help. But I still feel like there are, because like, who's their linebacker? Who's going to be that guy that crashes the A gap and the B gap on those gap plays, on those inside
I love
zone
me a
runs?
little Alex Anzalone, bro. He showed me something last year, bro. To be honest with you, the dude, little white dude with the long hair, I kind of feel like he's going to be a player, especially if you have Aiden Hutchinson a little bit more healthy. Now, Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell, I'm not a big fan, and that's where I feel like you're talking about the problems when it comes to the linebackers. But they do have one headhunter who is not afraid of anything in Alex Anzalone.
No, and shout out to Sean Payton and Bill Belichick, because while a lot of teams had like 4th round grades on this dude coming out of college, the Saints and the Patriots, I remember this because I remember that draft. They had him as a 1st round grade. And I think the Saints took him in the 2nd round. And Belichick said, if Peyton didn't take him, I was going to take him in the 2nd round. And he has developed into that player that they thought he could be. And I agree with you. But Anzalone is not the guy I'm worried about. Aiden Hutchinson is not the guy I'm worried about. I'm worried about the others, you know. And so, again, I'm not saying they're going to be trash. They're still going to be good. They're still going to be fighting for the playoff spots. They're still going to be fighting to win a division. But they're not going to win 15 games like last year. Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. You want to talk about a team that is primed to strike, a team that the cheese has aged properly. Ain't no mold on it, even the mold on cheese is not bad.
This ain't that cheap-ass yellow processed American cheese. This is like Gouda.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Gouda's good, but it sounds good.
It's, Gouda is very good, but this is that like Italian mozzarella, like you gotta.
Oh, yeah.
That's how good the Packers I think are gonna be. Yeah, brother, absolutely. So the cheeseheads, I think, are in for a prime year. And while everybody talks about their offense, we don't talk about their defense enough. I know they lost Jair Alexander. You call me crazy, it's not gonna matter. I think their defense is going to be top 10 this year. When you talk about how deep they are, you talk about their young linebackers that are studs, that are athletes, and then Xavier McKinney. I know he didn't play that long ago. You remember Earl Thomas?
Yeah, I remember Earl Thomas for Seattle. Just lighting people up like a Christmas tree. McKinney will hit you, and he's a headhunter from the old days. Jack Tatum, if they allowed close arms, I think he'd do it.
Yeah, APA clotheslines. I think this dude he's an old school center fielder because he's patient, he's got range, he can manipulate a quarterback with his own ways. But like you said, if he's got to come down and hit you, he's going to hit you. He is not afraid to Jeff Hardy somersault off the top rope. This dude is one of the best free safeties in the league, and I think he is going to be an anchor for that secondary so that front seven can do all the things they needed to do. And shout out to that defensive coordinator. I don't remember which college he came from. I think it was somewhere in Massachusetts. But a lot of people would criticize that pick or criticize that hiring. He has been the best defensive coordinator the Packers have had in the last 15 years, or in the last 5 years, sorry. He was the right hire. He was the right guy. And he's got that Packers defense. This year is going to be their year to take that next step. I think they're going to be top 10 in the NFL. And I think Jordan Love is going to do his thing and continue to progress. With Matthew Golden now, you got a respectable receiving core where you're not just relying on one person. Bruh, it's time, Green Bay. It's time.
And the other thing is, we have been talking about the defense. Rashawn Gary's still coming on. I mean, he's a young buck out of Michigan.
Dude.
Watch out. And also, off of the defense that I'm excited about Green Bay, Josh Jacobs is one of those running backs, he can do everything. He will block for Jordan Love, and he will fill on a linebacker, and he will make that linebacker pay. He will go out in the flat, and he will grab it, and he will run for 15 damn yards. He can run in between the tackles. He can run outside of the damn edge. He has great vision. There's not anything, period, that I do not like about Josh Jacobs. And then the exciting is the fact that Reed now will be the kind of the vet with Golden coming in there. I think Romeo Dobbs will be in a spot where he kind of belongs better as that third, fourth option. The only thing is they don't have anybody after him, so those wide receivers better stay healthy.
Well, they got Christian Watson as well.
Oh, I didn't realize they grabbed Christian Watson.
Yeah, he's coming back. He got hurt last year, so he's coming back.
Man,
so now
you got out of North Dakota State, man.
He ain't so lit.
Oh, I know he's like 6'4", 6'5". Dude, big. Yeah, I forgot all about my man.
Yes, sir. So to your point, Reed and Dobbs now are not going to have to be the saviors. They're not going to be your only options. You have 4 legitimate options now. Maybe they're not, maybe they're not wide receiver ones. Maybe they're not in the same class as the all-quarter century team that we will be revealing later. But nonetheless, they are very serviceable starters and potential Pro Bowlers. So I think the fact that they have those 4 guys now, instead of just a home run or bust with their wide receiver core like they were last year, I think that sets him up in a prime position. And then Josh Jacobs, have you noticed something, Johnny? Alabama running backs are not afraid of contact. Bro, like, not only are they good, not only do they know how to find the gaps, not only are they good at pass protection, they are not afraid to run through an effort. Like, they will run right through your chest over and over and over. And Jacobs, despite his small frame, he runs like Mark Ingram and Derrick Henry and T.J. Yeldon and all those guys that came out of that great program.
Bro, the only one who really did not work out was, Trent Richardson?
Correct.
I know.
And he went to the Cleveland Browns, so,
that's kind of like almost one of those Brown things. But, man, when he came out of Bama, I was thinking that damn dude's going to run over everybody in the damn smoke people. But, he also got injured a whole bunch. But anyway, one other little note I got to bring up real quick. Minnesota last year was second best record in the NFC. They had Sam Darnold back there. I'm not a believer in Sam. I don't know J.J. McCarthy. I saw him at Michigan. He was a damn good. He ran their offense. They love to give the ball to Corum. The other kid, I forget his name, is also now in the National Football League. But, man, when you got Justin Jefferson, Addison Reed, Naylor, you got T.J. Hawkinson, that is a whole lot of weapons for JJ. I feel like it should be something easy. Plus, they got Aaron Jones over there. I feel like JJ, if he is worth, and we watch the rookie quarterbacks look good, if he is any good, it's almost impossible to not be successful in this Kevin O'Connell offense.
Wholeheartedly agree. And I think J.J. McCarthy, if he's healthy, hopefully he is healthy.
He's fat right now.
Hey, ain't we all, baby? It's summertime.
Dog, I got a 6-pack. What you talking about? 901 Aesthetics.
You know what? I got to come down there. I got to come down there because I
maybe show it to the YouTube. Nah, truthfully, that pickleball court, man. I've been playing pickleball every day. That stuff will wear you out, bro.
Absolutely. My boxing coach, when I used to box, when I had a 6-pack, he actually, one of the conditioning things he would do is play pickleball.
Dude, it's fast-paced, back and forth, quick twitch muscles, left, right, boom, 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 forward, back, man. It's like great footwork.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. It is absolutely great footwork.
But now I got to get to something, and I got to interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
You good?
I got something special, man, because I heard you've been in the lab.
Yes.
And I heard you got the offensive all-quarter century team. Now, before we get to a quarter century, I don't know if you know this. We're from Memphis, Mo. Do you know Memphis? Do you understand Memphis math? Most kids in this school can't do their multiplication tables. They are not very Like, we just have, like, sadly, remember all the stuff that was coming out, Shelby County school scores? Like, I can't even watch the news because it's
It's depressing.
depressing. But I'm out on these streets, bro, and I talk to all these kids out there, and I'm like, well, you know what? It's because the teachers suck because they do know math. I walk up to anybody, and I'm like, yo, if I got 3 balls, how many grams do I got? And, like, they like, oh, 10.5 grams. I'm like, how many grams are in an ounce? 28. How many ounces are in a pound? 16. If you got a 1/4 ounce and a ball, how many do you have? Again, 10.5. And I'm like, dog, don't tell me they know Memphis math. Please.
Like how he put it as a ball as opposed to an eighth, but neither here nor there.
No, yeah, because I was doing the powder. It's more difficult than the flour.
Right. That's why I was like, okay, I see where he's going with this.
Yeah. Now, I'm a flour guy. Stay away from the powder. It's disgusting. Never know what the hell that could be. But anyway, it is your segment because I'm letting you take over because I want to hear this. Me and Jay been talking about it for a couple days.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, quarter century, last 25 years, as you said, we did the offense, we're doing the defense, we're doing the special teams today. We are just revealing the offense, and I had certain criteria when it came to how I wanted to do this. Okay, longevity was a factor. It wasn't the biggest factor. Culture in the locker room was also a factor. Not the biggest factor, but nonetheless a factor. Influence.
So Jimmy Garoppolo knocking up Robert Kraft's girlfriend, does that get him points or does that take away points? Porn star Jimmy, baby.
That puts him on the scouting team at the very least. You know what I mean?
I got you.
But all right. So offensive line. I'm gonna start with the offensive line, and then I'm gonna go quarterback, and then I'm gonna go running back, tight ends, and I'm gonna leave the receivers for last because I know that's gonna be the most controversial.
All right,
but
I'm ready for this.
We're not here to be popular, baby.
We don't court popularity. I'm just saying.
We don't court popularity. Amen.
Yeah, but I don't even try it. I'm popular.
That's because you Johnny Radio, you know.
All right, let's rock, baby. Let's go,
Let's do it. Offensive line, left tackle, Joe Thomas. I went to the dictionary the other day, looked up consistency. You know what it said? Joe Thomas. Left guard.
I like that. Can I say something? Just because I was actually thinking you were going to go Jonathan Ogden.
Okay, when I tell you I flipped a coin between him, Jonathan Ogden,
I mean,
Orlando
6'9", 350-pound dancing bear is what we called Ogden.
The only reason I put Joe Thomas is because his entire career
was with the Browns.
Was in the 2000s era, and it was with the Browns.
Good point.
And, like, for somebody to show up every day for all
that organization.
Right, the organization, and play, let's be honest, one of the most boring positions, and be as great as he was, as consistent as he was, which was really my number one thing, was consistency and availability. Joe, like, again, people got to understand that are listening to pick one person. And I told my friend Josh Storms, shout out to the Dish and Jorge, I told him the skill positions, I did it in a couple hours. The offensive line took me days to finalize it because I had such a battle with myself at certain positions, especially the left tackle. Because how could I leave out Jonathan Ogden? Can't. But I gotta only pick one, and I had to pick Joe. I just had to pick Joe.
And then last but not least, because I have to bring this up because he's one of my very good friends. David Deal has 2 Super Bowl rings and is the 51st greatest Giant in Giant history when they released their top 100 players. And he protected Eli Manning, and he's got a knot on the back of his neck, like that scar tissue. That man didn't miss a game. Torn shoulder, bad neck, whatever. He's also you met him too, Jay. So
he's a mountain of
he's a human being that's bigger than most. And he's also coaching at the University of Memphis, getting these kids ready for some football. But all 3 of those dudes can be it. You went Joe Thomas consistency. I lean David Deal for friendship, but I did look at Jonathan Ogden was my first thought.
Okay. Okay. Left guard, Steve Hutchinson.
I ain't gonna argue. The only other left guard that I was thinking is either Hutch or Allen, both for the damn Cowboys.
Same with Alan Faneca.
Nate Newton had a lot of weed, bro. Remember that?
Yeah, and
my man was driving with 100 pounds of weed, bro.
And he got caught a second time with 200.
Yeah, like you know what? He's like, go big or go home.
Center, we got Nick Mangold for the Jets. Had to do it.
I like that.
You know what? I like that more, but you know who I thought he was going to go with was Jason Kelsey because of the whole.
I did too.
And it's because it's recent.
I was like,
and no, he's right. He is right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank
you. Great call.
Thank you. That is proof to the people that I was actually in a scientific lab analyzing this shit in a microscope. Because who the hell remembers? We do, but I would bet you 80% of football fans don't remember Nick Mangold, and that's a shame.
Yeah,
that's a shame. And then right guard and right tackle, I went Zach Martin and Lane Johnson.
I was going to say Lane Johnson has to be there.
Yes.
And I knew Zach Martin would be there, too, for the same reason that Joe Thomas was there, the consistency.
I mean, when you can go your entire career and say the only person that beat you was Aaron Donald, you did something correct in life.
Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh got him, too.
Ndamukong Suh.
But that ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Like, he was a scary person. The other thing about Lane Johnson, though, is one of the things that I'll never forget about his story. When I first heard about him going to Oklahoma to be a quarterback, and then his sophomore year, he got so big, they moved him to tight end. And then on his junior year, my man was playing freaking right tackle.
Now he'd be a Hall of Fame right tackle.
Like, damn.
Hall of Fame. It's funny because the way his body sort of grew and progressed is the reason he's such a good right tackle, because he doesn't have the massive frame that like Trent Williams has. You know, he's more lean, where Trent Williams is more stocky, and that sort of has helped him had a long career and void of major injuries for the most part.
And he had go gadget arms.
Dude, his technique is so good. So good.
All right, I'm ready for the specials.
Let the fun begin. You know, use from the 22, no beef, no Lombardi. We got to do it, but let the fun begin. Quarterback. I went quarterback 1 and I went quarterback 2 because you need a backup quarterback, even though he ain't going to be a backup nowhere else in life. But here, quarterback number 2 is Patrick Mahomes. He is the standard for modern quarterbacking. And quarterback number 1, of course, is
Tom
the GOAT,
Brady.
number 12. Yep. I mean, nobody did it better, longer, whatever. Running back.
By the way, one quick thing. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Tom Brady's sex life. I did his hit list yesterday. It is the most unbelievable hit list in the history of the world. And right now, he's with Sofia Vergara, that fine-ass woman. Like, this dude, like, he left Bridget Monahan. She's 7 months pregnant. He says, I'm sorry, I met Giselle last night, and I just won a Super Bowl, my first one, so I'm going to bounce on you, the Law and Order girl. Then he ran through every, man, Arana shank.
Pimpin'.
Shanking. Tell you one thing, that man should be driving a Hummer. All the things that are coming in his life. Now, running backs.
Okay, running backs. I picked 2 just because I had to pick 2. I went with LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson.
Man, I'm glad you did Adrian Peterson. LT and ADP, you can't go wrong with that at all.
So I'm gonna tell you what I wrote down real quick. My little one-liners. For LT, I said if it wasn't for guys named Marshall Faulk, Walter Payne, or Barry Sanders, he might be the greatest running back ever.
Yeah. Marshall Faulk's my all-time favorite.
Same here, brother. Same here.
Plus, he's also a very, very, very good golfer. Me and Cortez Kennedy, rest in peace, homie, a good buddy of mine, and him and Lou Winston and Marshall used to play golf together.
Interesting.
And he was so good. And Cortez Kennedy's big fat round ass was a lot better than you would think too.
Okay. and then for Adrian, to me he was the most violent runner we ever saw.
Yeah.
And while longevity affects his legacy, his greatness should never be diminished. Because he was just so good. He had a 4-year stretch where he was just unbelievable, electrifying home run, violent, and just shout out to him. His style is greatly missed.
There's only one fullback I could think just off the top of my
Yeah.
dome, and he plays for the 49ers. And
Yep.
Darian Newsom, if you leave him off, is going to cry.
That's who it is.
Kyle, you
That's
should
who it is. And shout out to the Harbaugh brothers because they're the ones that kind of
kept the
believed in it.
fullback
But-
around.
I mean,
Yup.
I mentioned that Lorenzo Neal probably feel a little left out because he was a really good one.
Yeah,
for a
but
time,
he was more of just, I'm going to lower my head and literally
Yeah.
open a hole and ram into your chest.
Yeah, that was kind of the textbook throwback of that 90s more style. But I couldn't go away from what he was saying with Kyle. I was like, oh, he got that one.
All right,
Cool
now,
with me.
before you go to the most difficult ones, I want to hear the tight end.
Okay. Well, see, the reason Kyle Juszczyk is on there because he could be the third tight end.
Ooh, I like
on
that.
the roster. My two tight ends, okay? I had to do this out of respect. And to me, even if I didn't
Out of respect, Tony Gonzalez.
even if I didn't use Johnny, I'm going to pick somebody from 2000 to 2010 and somebody from 2010 up. Even if I didn't use that criteria, I was still going to put him in there. Tony Gonzalez, baby. Some respect on his name. I know we talk about Kelsey and all
He's
those other
a
guys.
terrible NFL analyst on Fox or whatever he
Horrible.
did before. But he was the original gangster at tight end. Well, not the original. That was the first basketball player with his big old ass over in San Diego. Come on now.
But this other dude ain't no basketball player.
Well, he was. Tony Gonzalez was a basketball
I'm
player.
saying Tony Gonzalez was, but this other dude that's listed on part of the.
Oh, the other one?
He ain't no basketball player.
Is it Gronk?
He ain't no. It is Gronk.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Absolutely Gronk. It is absolutely Gronk. It is absolutely Gronk. So my two tight ends are Rob Gronkowski and Tony Gonzalez. And I know people want to talk about Antonio Gates and Travis Kelsey and all that, but
Man, I'm sorry. Once you started dating, I dropped him to 17th. Once he started dating that solid 6 in Taylor Swift, Lord have mercy. Gumby made a comeback as a woman, and they call her Taylor Swift. Flat, square, wide, and round, and just ugly, stupid smile. Sorry.
Okay. You good. You good.
Now I'm ready for the wide receivers because this is, I think, the most difficult because I could name 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Me too.
Right. I mean, you could probably name 10, and people will still argue with you, no matter who you pick. But I am ready for this argument because, once again, criteria. And I mean, the only way you can stand on business when you make a list is to have a criteria. Like, most people just make a list based on whatever, on their preference, or on fantasy, or on some other comic book BS, as my brother Jay Ham calls it. Let's stuck to our criteria, Johnny. Longevity was a factor. Consistency was a factor. Durability was a factor. Culture, locker room was a factor. And so I went with 3, and I will go to my grave defending my 3.
I'm ready.
Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, and Randy Moss.
Calvin Johnson, I cannot argue because Megatron was a monster. A monster. Randy Moss, longevity, purely unquestionably the best wide receiver for a few years. Destroyed people. You couldn't even keep up with him down the field. The only bad thing is, sadly, neither one of those two guys ever got that Super Bowl ring. And then I forgot who was your third. Did you say
Larry Fitz.
Oh, yeah, Fitz, man. Got there.
92 yards away from having 92 yards away from having a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Thanks to Santonio Holmes and Ben.
He's probably got the best hands I've seen since Jerry Rice.
Had more tackles than drops in his career.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just took the words out of my mouth, Landon.
Did you just say that, Landon?
Yeah.
Yup.
That's crazy. That's
yup.
true.
Took the words out of my mouth,
Jedi.
Landon.
He went from the Green Machine and president of the damn V Foundation to my man's over here slaying it.
Bro.
Shout out to the V Foundation, though. The real V Foundation.
Bro, to me, again, Fitz is like the epitome of what a professional wide receiver should be.
Yeah.
And a great locker room guy.
Fantastic locker room guy. And Megatron, I mean, in my little one-liners, which I can send to you, Johnny, I just said Google him. Like I don't have much to say about Megatron. Just Google him, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. The man invented having two cornerbacks line up in press coverage against you. That was because of Megatron. So that alone is a reason why he's in there. And then Randy, I don't think people truly understand what Randy Moss did to NFL defenses. It is very similar to what Steph Curry does to NBA defenses. Yeah. Like, you have to be so sort of stretched out. You have to be so expansive in order to make sure that you contain this man, because you're not going to stop him. You just got to contain him.
Good luck.
And with the exception, unfortunately, with the exception of the 18-1 game,
Eli
Randy
Manning
Moss,
and David Deal, baby.
Randy Moss was never stopped. Well, he was until that game. Well, actually, only through 3 quarters of that game, because he had like 4 catches for 48 yards in the fourth quarter. But whatever. But yeah, those are my top 3. And again, like, I wanted to put Antonio Brown in there because I think Antonio Brown is the best route runner, not named Jerry Rice.
And he's crazy. That's one issue. What about the fact also, he kind of quit on his team, so you would think.
Right.
So that I can see that issue. The other one I was going to think about is, I know T.O. started in the late 90s with San Francisco. But, man, he had that great catch. But, boy, he took off in Philadelphia, and, his career was like – and he was great. T.O. was one of the greatest that ever did it, but he was also crazier than hell. And damn, though, I still respect him when he was with the Eagles. My man had one ankle. It basically kept him in the game.
And again, I don't have the Skip Bayless perspective when it comes to T.O. Like, the dude was great. He was a much better teammate than most people made him out to be. Like, he wasn't this big villain. Because listening to a lot of player podcasts over the years, seems like the locker room was kind of split between Team McNabb and Team Owens. But unfortunately, that hurt him on making this list of mine because, like, Bill Belichick said when they signed Randy Moss, there was nobody split as to whether we should sign this guy or not. But when they signed Antonio Brown, they literally had a team meeting as to whether they should sign him or not. And people were actually divided whether they should have brought in Antonio Brown or not. Same with Terrell Owens. So it's got nothing to do with their talent or like skill for skill, check for check. Shout out to Hove. T.O. and AP are in the same category, tier, breath sentence as the 3 guys I mentioned. But just because of the criteria of my list, that's what kept them off.
Man, Mo, have a happy birthday continued. It's your birthday month all month long. Enjoy it. I got Tito's out the frame. I can't wait for you to get down here. Tell everybody what you got going on.
Views from the 22 on Facebook. J-Ham is going to reveal the list Monday. We got the defense as well that is going to be revealed. And then we'll do the team too. So views from the 22 on Facebook. Join us, and we'll have a good time, baby. Appreciate you, Johnny.
Man, be blessed, Mo. Thank you for the time, my friend. That's Mo Schefter. Nobody knows like Mo. I'm so late for a break. I got MJ talking basketball on the other side from Ball U Academy on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors at 2356 Goodman Road in Horn Lake. Also stores in Cleveland, Mississippi and Little Rock. They specialize in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-913-7883 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
To NST, it's never just another case. It's your shot at getting life back on track. Real help, real heart. 35 years and still winning. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or go online at nstlaw.com. When you're hungry for good meat, trust the family that has been feeding Memphis since 1967. Charlie Hogan and the Triangle Meat Company, formerly Charlie's Meat Market. Trust Triangle Meat for fresh beef, hamburger, and roast. Trust Triangle Meat for delicious pork ribs, chops, and butts. And trust Triangle Meat for tender chicken you'll love. Feeding lots of folks, Triangle Meat Company has all the meat you need. Shop Triangle Meat Company, 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday, 4790 Summer Avenue, 901-683-1192. Fresh or frozen, big or small, trust Triangle Meat Company.
Please help the children with back-to-school supplies. 1 out of 4 families can't afford to buy back-to-school supplies for their children to go back to school. Teachers have to pay out of pocket for needed materials for their classrooms. So please help the children by dropping off essential school supplies for the school year. You can drop them off at First Metropolitan Financial Services, 6295 Summer Avenue or 7239 Winchester. Help children by helping stuff the bus.
Rolling, Raleigh Tire keeps you rolling.
Hello everybody, I'm Bill Dance. Now if you're looking for tires at a great price, Raleigh Tire has got you covered with national brands like Continental, General, Michelin, and more. And if your truck or car needs attention, well, the friendly folks at Raleigh Tire can help you there also. From oil changes to engines, they're a full service department. And when you roll in, how about telling them Bill Dance sent you? You're just going to love doing business with these folks that treat you like family. Raleigh Tire.
Need reliable tires that keep you rolling smoothly? Look no further than Raleigh Tire. Whether you're cruising city streets or tackling rugged terrain, Raleigh Tire has you covered. Our tires are built for durability, performance, and safety. Plus, with unbeatable prices and exceptional customer service, you'll drive away with confidence. Raleigh Tire, where the rubber meets the road. Visit Collierville, Cordova, Arlington, and Olive Branch.
Rolling, Raleigh Tire keeps you rolling.
Air. We breathe it naturally. Simple, right? Not so fast. The air you breathe could be hazardous to your health. Don't guess. Be sure with a phone call to the Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Call the Memphis Mold Inspector to check the air quality inside your home or office. Call 901-292-7788 for clean air and peace of mind. 901-292-7788 or visit memphismoldinspector.com.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Gary, from the service director of Texas and Memphis. Our service department needs to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and solar systems, even delivery, tire replacement, all the things you expect from home insurance. Please check out our website. You can schedule a specialist, hours of operation, reconciliation, receptions, 271-5199.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Friday, damn it. Thank you, baby Jesus. JC, big guns upstairs, always looking out for us. I got my preacher over there on the other side of the glass, Landon.
Hello.
Dude, teaching me all about the good book. Now I got a man who's here to teach me about the good game of basketball. MJ, Myron Jenkins, ball you, baby. Now, the historian does not forget. But Myron Jenkins is that guy who he might forget, because he's in the lab working on something to get somebody better. What's the next thing? How am I going to make these young folks the next big thing? Or how am I just going to teach these young kids to navigate life? He's a baller. He's a shot caller. And I'm so blessed that he joins me on Fridays. What's up, MJ?
Yeah, you don't owe me any shots after that intro. We're even.
Thank you, Byron. And
in fact, I'm going to buy you a round. How about that?
Deal. I will never turn down a round except for if Chas walks in the bar and I get that look, and I know that means get your ass in the car right now.
Shout out to Chad.
Myron, man, you got to talk to me for a minute.
Yes, sir.
When you have all the young kids that you're working with today, and I was thinking about this big time the other day when me and Ham were talking about you, the way that the game has changed in the aspect of not that the game is any different, but what the young people and college kids can get to play the game. Have you seen a mindset? Do kids now come in more hungry and determined to focus on getting better because they can see the rewards that they can reap in NIL in college? They can see the free education. They can see the fact that a skinny white dude, Chet Holmgren, when he came out of Gonzaga, I thought was going to be pretty average, just got $250 million. Or a two guard on a bad team is going to get $70 million a year, over $1 million a game. Like, when they see this, does it make them come to the academy more focused on being a good teammate, the best player, or is it kind of like, damn, look at me, I got to prove myself? What are you seeing with the change in the landscape? How is it changing the young people's mindset?
I'm going to actually be honest with you. The game has now gotten way more compartmentalized, and it's now a suburbanized game. Back in the day, everybody played. Even if you weren't trying to make it to the NBA, you played. If you were, a rapper, you played. If you went to church, you played. If
you were done with baseball, you played. If you didn't play football, you played.
Yeah, you just played. Everybody just played. Now it's like nobody's going to play unless they feel like they have an opportunity to get their education paid for, or like you said, maybe get NIL money or even the NBA salary money. So the guys that we have, this is what I tell you, it's still only 450 people in the NBA. And those guys, they were NBA players way before any trainer touched them. And I think that's the part that people miss. I would love to pat myself on the back and say that the guys that made it to the NBA that trained with me, it was me. It wasn't. They already had that mentality, that competitiveness, that kill switch that most human beings are not born with. Yeah. They already had it. My job was just to speed up their learning curve and teach it how it applies to basketball and teach them how to be a good person in the process.
And you know what? I agree with you on 98% of everything that you just said, and it is true. They've got the gift, but we've seen so many kids that have the gift who – I mean, like Ben McLemore ruined his life. What happened with that? Yeah. I mean, you remember all the way back into the day, Marcus Dupree. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Lord have mercy. So you see, like, all of a sudden somebody gets that. Henry Ruggs, a terrible car accident. Like, bad things can happen. And you still have to stay focused to be that pro athlete. So that's why I feel like it is so important to have people like Myron Jenkins out in these young men's ear. Like we saw Ace Bailey in Summer League bury that shot to beat the Grizzlies. He's on the court. He's bad. Off the court, he needed to figure things out and realize Utah drafted him. Danny Ainge is an a-hole, and he ain't going to let him out. So you better get over there, make the best of it.
Figure it out. No, and even as you say that, the key is, there isn't a lot of blueprints out there on how to keep it. Nobody talks about keeping it. Like, you got to think, when we watch movies, when all of the good stuff happened, what does it say at the end of the movie? The end. Nobody talks about 5 years later, this person picked up a habit with women and got 5 baby mamas everywhere, or a habit with
Sean
drinking.
Kemp, leave him alone. He's gotten fat, too.
I didn't say his name. Jesus. So nobody talks about what happens after the fact on how to maintain it and how to keep the discipline to keep it. And, yeah, that is something that needs to be discussed more. And I'm pretty sure they have it in the rookie camps and the rookie, meetings and the NBPA probably does a great job of doing it. But it's no different than like, you know, your uncle or your cousin telling you to do something, and it's like either you're gonna listen or you're not. So that's another thing about it as well. It's going to be up to them to process their brand off the court as well as they process it on the court.
The other thing is, though, there are those guys, late bloomers, late additions, guys that really. I mean, hell, we watched in the finals. I'm not a basketball person, obvious, because the one thing I said, OKC walks them for one reason. Like T.J. McConnell can't come on the court. Like, who's he going to defend? That long, athletic. Man, TJ came out there, dribble. It was a pest. It was annoying. Like, when you see a little 6'1" guard out there who, I don't know, like, those are also the outliers. And it's just kind of crazy to think there are still people, if you just put in that word. Hell, do y'all remember Stetson Bennett at Georgia?
Yeah.
Yes.
The quarterback. This kid was a one-star out of high school, had one scholarship, walked on to Georgia.
Back-to-back national champ.
Then stayed for 2 years, saw that things weren't going, goes to JUCO, lights it up, signs with Indiana. At the last minute, Georgia offers him a scholarship. He's going to be the starting dude at Indiana. He's coming in there to back up returner Jake Fromm, and they brought in that other really talented guy. I can't remember his name. And he wasn't scared. He goes in there, wins the job, just competes, keeps pushing, believes in himself, and got 2 natties at the university that he always dreamed of playing because he never quit.
Now, imagine he was 27 years old by the time all this happened, but that's cool.
Was it J.T. Barrett?
No, it wasn't Jay. It was Justin Fields. It was Justin Fields when
for
he
Georgia?
came into Georgia. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Fields, yeah.
Before he left for Ohio State.
J.T. Barrett was another dude that played 9 years of college football.
But J.T. was at Ohio State.
Yeah, that's right.
It seemed like he was through 3 different coaches too, but neither here nor there.
But thank you for reminding me it was Justin Fields. Man, that's wild times back then.
No, but you bring up a good point. Like, everybody's journey is different, and the thing about it is with sports is still a team game. No matter how much business is involved, or no matter how much an individual is getting rewarded financially, it's still a team game. And basically, what you got to do is you got to look at the direction that the game is going. And you got to understand, as a basketball player, as a brand, as a business, you got to ask yourself, as a player, how can I complement what's in? How can I complement what's hot? And if you're a small guard, you complement the style of play by picking up full court, by making the right play every time, by being ready to score in the mid-range and being able to knock down the open 3 when it's given to you so that you can always keep the defense honest. Like, so that's their lane. Eventually, I'm looking at this game, 10 years from now, it's going to be a pure big man's game, and they're going to put the big back on the block, and then it's going to open up the pure point guard again because somebody got to throw him the ball in the post. Because as of right now, nobody can really throw a post pass for real.
No, bad entry passes all the way around, not just in the league, but every level. College, high schools, it's everywhere. This is why, like you said, though, John.
Jokic's pretty nasty.
Well, that's the fun part. Is like he's the big man that should be receiving.
I will also say this, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy. I didn't realize Luka Doncic has one of the most high rate of lobs to centers for any player in the NBA. I just saw this the other day, and I was like, they got DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, former number 1 overall pick, big, saw what he did in Phoenix. I didn't get what they were doing in Portland. But bro, if you got Luka going to lobs, let me tell you something. Aiden can go up there, grab the ball, and dunk it.
Well, he's got a playoff game winner when he went and got a lob, remember? So, but then even you look at the dudes.
It's also matches is what I'm saying, man. You got to put the right pieces.
Absolutely, what I'm saying, because it's like, look at the dudes that Luka had with him in Dallas. They were fit for those lobs.
Mm-hmm.
Gafford. Right. AD now, even if he didn't really get the link with AD like he should have, but even still, it fits. But then when you bring it back to the teaching aspect, this man that we have on the line right now is one of the best at implementing real life into the structure and how these players grow and develop just in general. I seen this man teach real estate in basketball and got the point across. I'm like, I never even thought about it like that, but it made sense. It's great teaching.
Hey, it's a reason why we call 94 feet of life.
That's true.
Translate basketball to life and life to basketball simultaneously. To me, it's just an easy transition. When you make a mistake in life, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
what you going to do? You going to sulk about it and get another turnover or miss another shot, or you going to move forward?
You got to know. Now that's when you dig in deeper, bro. You got to make another play. Like if you ain't scoring that night, lock somebody up, set a damn screen, dive on the floor for a ball, have winning plays.
Winning plays.
And sometimes you got to sit your butt on the bench and cheer your team on because it's just not your night.
It's just not your night, yeah. And it happens so often, but the egos on that, they get out of control, especially in today. And then we're gearing the youth in regards to like professional sports in this country. We're gearing them, but it's like you're gearing them towards entertainment. You're not really gearing them toward the true game in itself and teaching them how to play the game. Once they know how to play the game, the entertainment aspect will come into play too. But you also have to understand that all of this is entertainment at the end of the day.
And the thing that I try to teach is I try to teach the realistic portion of the game.
Yeah.
Let's not act like nobody plays the game and don't want to score, don't want to be the man. I get it. But the main thing is do not make the game about you to the point where you can't complete the objective. The objective is never going to change. Score more points than the other team. It will never change.
All I wanted to be was Bill Laimbeer. All I wanted to be was like Ben Wallace. All I wanted to be was a damn enforcer, but I'm 5'11", $190.
I bet you got a mean forearm, though.
Oh, I got a mean forearm, Shiver.
Yeah, I know you do. I just saw it in my head. You throwing it.
Dog.
It's a dude out there that once said, though, that the game is not a love of a person.
It's not a respect of a person either.
There you go.
Hey, MJ, man, thank you for your time. I'm sorry I shorted you this Friday.
We're gonna blame it on Mo.
It was Mo's birthday, and man, me and him, and I get on that football thing, and it's like me talking Mo Schefter football is like, I feel like that's the day that they introduced Richard Pryor to crack cocaine. Like, the man just sat there and kept freebasing. I was doing the same thing with Mo, and then finally Landon grabbed me before I caught myself on fire.
No. We go pivot to football too. I'm gonna talk to you about fantasy football, and I got a Moneyball strategy for y'all. We'll talk about that too. It ain't just basketball with me.
Hey, we doing it next Friday. You be blessed. Enjoy your weekend, and thank you so much, Myron Jenkins. Everybody, make sure you check him out at Ball U. Where else can they find you?
Ball U Academy. You can find me on Twitter, find me on Instagram. I mean, you can most importantly find me on 94 Feet of Life and on Johnny Radio.
Man, that's my boy, Myron Jenkins. MJ! Thank you so much for that, Jay, by the way.
Hey, quick backtrack. The Georgia quarterback I was talking about was JT Daniels.
Oh, but he wasn't the one that was there with Stetson Bennett at the time.
He was there. He followed immediately after.
He was afterwards.
Yeah,
but
2020,
was it
2021.
Not Fromm, Fields, and
It
Bennett?
was Fromm. Then they have it listed as Bennett. Then,
but I'm
JT
saying
Daniels.
Fields was on that team, and the reason I believe he left and went to JUCO was because Fields competed with Fromm, and he got moved down to the third on the depth chart.
Yeah.
My memory could be wrong.
I thought Fields went over to Ohio State and tore it up there.
He was a year at Georgia.
He was a year at Georgia,
and that's the year that
But
Stetson
I think it
Bennett.
was,
So if memory serves me correctly,
it usually does.
The red and the black team were playing each other. It was Fields and Fromm. Bennett got relegated to basically the third dude. Right after the spring game, he transferred to a small school in Mississippi and went out and balled.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back to Georgia after that, the year that Fields went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think that's right. And if it is, I don't know why I can't remember a phone number. I don't even know chassis. But I remember the most ridiculous football-ish than you ever will.
You asked me where
And I can do Memphis math better than Tony Montana.
Hey, that's true. We got a question from the views from the 22.
What they got?
Specifically for you, John. What is your Mount Rushmore of beers on tap?
Mount Rushmore's on beers on tap. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you on the other side after I pay these bills because I'm bringing
Good move.
Two degenerates in T-Money, Uncle Brasky, two of my favorite friends in the whole wide world. They're next, right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. Do you know what Penny Hardaway and I have in common? We should both be in that building celebrating the best basketball players of all time. Of course, I'll have to buy a ticket to get in, but he should already be there. But seriously, we both surround ourselves with the best people we can find. We work hard to achieve our goals, and we are both among the best in our respective fields. At Five-Ash, we can't win titles or get national awards, but what we can and do strive to do is give 100% of ourselves to give you the best product possible and one you can be proud of. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call at 901-367-0050, and we will do everything we can to provide you the best of everything. Five-Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
They're pounding on the door. They're calling on the phone. They're threatening to close your business. If debt has your business on the brink, call Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. For over 40 years, Ray Reynolds has helped thousands of customers get millions in cash credit. It's no wonder why they call Ray the godfather of credit. He may even be able to raise your score above 750 before the end of the year. You could even get a new personal or business credit line up to $50,000 within days. If your credit needs a rebuild, call Ray Reynolds and receive a $1,000 cash credit card at closing. Raise your credit score to 750 or more. Call Ray Reynolds at 800-627-3749. 800-627-3749. Learn about Ray's secrets to success and how he can fix and improve your credit score to 750 or more. Call the godfather of credit rebuild, Ray Reynolds, at 800-627-3749. 800-627-3749.
You ever go car shopping and just walk back to your old car and say, you know what? You're not so bad. Maybe a new paint job, maybe fix up those dents and dings. New car prices are going crazy now. Interest rates, prices, everything is up. Maaco can make your current ride look like new. Paint touch-ups, dent repairs, fresh bumper. It's a little like a car makeover is what it is. At Maaco, they make it easy. Come in for a free estimate, and their expert technicians will handle the rest. Quick turnaround, by the way. Real value. That's what Maaco does. And we're keeping our cars longer. So make your current ride feel new again. Before you shell out for something new, make your old look new. With Maaco's national reach and community focus, you're not just getting top-notch service. You're actually getting a partner you can trust. Go to Maaco.com today. You'll find a shop near you and book an appointment. That's Maaco, MAACO.com. And remember, better get Maaco.
It's time for SEC Media Days. Join Brent Wordsworthy as he broadcasts live from the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta, Monday through Thursday, previewing the upcoming SEC football season and bringing you interviews with players, coaches, and SEC leaders. Tune in to Sports Time with Stats and Bryant Dacus from 3 to 6, and also hear from Stats throughout the day for SEC Media Days coverage, brought to you by Landers Ford in Collierville, Ronnie Grazzani's, All-Star Chevrolet, Sissy's Log Cabin, and Jimmy McElroy and Associates.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. I wanted to take a minute and discuss advertising with you. There are so many websites that list the best service provider in your area. Even the BBB has an accredited list. You know the one thing they all have in common? A company like mine has to pay to get on that list. So that begs the question, can those lists be trusted? You know what can be trusted? History. We've been around for almost 30 years providing customers with the best service and the best products that we possibly can. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call. We'll come talk to you and let you decide for yourself whether or not we know what we're talking about. Five-Ash Roof Services. Best products, best warranties, and in many cases, the best price. We're fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit.
and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. You know, we chilling, by the way. I'm chilling in the Family Leisure Studios where family and fun come together. And if you didn't know, Family Leisure's got a huge sale going on. 60% off all their stock patio furniture. 4-piece dining sets, only $9.99. Chase lounges, buy one, get one half off. All Polywood furniture, 20 to 30% off. Free umbrella with a dining table purchase. Special financing available. Family Leisure, where family and fun come together. I loved their pool commercials back in the day, too, when I was younger. They always had, man, they good.
Back when they were Watsons.
Bro, I'd pour me a bottle of Tito's and rewind that junk back and forth, man. Thing about Tito's, it's Friday.
Hot. You need a pool.
I got till 2 o'clock. No, I got till 3 o'clock today.
Okay.
3:01. I'm going to pull out my ice. You know, I got the big balls of ice because Chaz has to fill them junts up and do that because she's going to be a good wife. That's, you know what? She's doing all this stuff to get married. Let's see if she does it after she gets married. Like, I expect the same treatment I get today for the rest of my damn life. And I want the same free get out of jail cards that I've had forever and everything. And don't forget, I got a very extensive, hall pass. Like my hall pass list is longer than Wilt Chamberlain's 20,000. I worked on it yesterday for, like I told you, I was working all till 5:30 in the morning. But Tito's, best spirit in the world. Everybody likes it. You know why?
Why that?
No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels. It's just the juice, baby. It's Tito's handmade vodka. T-Money, Uncle Brasky, pimps. You think they pimps? Or do you think they more like...
I want to know what's T-Money's Mount Rushmore's of
Oh, yeah, craft beer.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to do this with Brasky. Mount Rushmore craft beer. Okay, I got to do it like this. Like, if we're out at a bar on tap, I got to do this in a few different levels, okay? Like, one, I love going to Los Cabos at Summer and Graham. Whenever I go to Los Cabos, everybody's thinking tequila. No, I drink Tito's, but I love to drink a Modelo on draft. So if I'm at a Mexican establishment, especially Los Cabos, right there at Summer and Graham, happy hours 3 to 8 daily, I go in there, I drink me Dos Equis. It's barely nothing, and it's delicious. So my favorite Mexican beer, when I'm getting my flavors of Mexico in my mouth, is Modelo. That's my first one. If I'm chilling, like, let's just say... I like Sky Dog, a Memphis beer. That's a new one. It's light. It's summery. I'm pretty much into that. And then I'm trying to think. What else, T-Money? You're a bartender.
You know what's good on draft is Stella Artois.
I love Trois. I love Stella and all that Artois. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's
You're
another
right.
good one on draft, Johnny, is a local is the coffee stout. Got to get up to get down.
Got to get up to get down. I like the name,
I like that. That's
but
good.
I
That's
actually
a good
don't
one on
like
draft.
it.
Oh, you don't like the coffee
I
stout?
actually don't. You know, man, I'm like kind of I don't like IPAs. They're too hoppy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm down. Pale ale is easy drinking, kind of balanced, but it's still a little hoppy.
You know what used to be good on draft was that Sierra Nevada. Used to be
Dude,
good on
Sierra
draft.
Nevada, man, hazy little thing. I like that. That's one of the few IPAs, that tropical fruit. I just gave you my 4. Now, the degenerate Bill Brasky, he's going to say, oh, my favorite beer is on tap's free. What's up, Bill?
Nothing. What's going on, brother?
Chilling like a villain. How's life down in the most beautiful country in the world, Oxford?
You can't beat it, Johnny. You cannot beat it. My favorite beer is a shot of Fireball with a Michelob Ultra.
You know what? I drink Michelob Ultra, Coors Light. I'm a light beer drinking fool. I don't drink Bud Light anymore because I don't dress like Dylan Mulvaney, and I got a real one.
Well,
I didn't wake up one day Rhonda and call myself Johnny.
Well,
you know, Johnny, I used to have to put.
And Miller Lite is gross. I don't know why. I just think Miller Lite is disgusting. I don't like it. It has a
That's
terrible
what our boy
aftertaste.
Money drinks.
I know, and I see him drinking. If I'm going to drink a Miller, it's got to be an MGD. I got to go full.
You got to go full leaded.
Okay.
I'm a Miller Lite guy. I like Miller Lite. I can crush on a Saturday watching college football from 11 to 11, 12 hours. Easily a 24-pack. I mean, that's easy. I could get that down, and then we may have to.
Man, we got that done before we kicking off the night game.
Yeah, we're probably. I'm with you. That we crushed that 24-pack pretty quick, especially if they're ice cold. And then we move on, maybe to a little sipping bourbon later on. But if it gets real wild, I'll get in one of them high noons. You know what them are, and you get drinking about 3 or 4 of them, and then.
The vodka seltzers that Chas makes me buy that are like $30 for a 12-pack.
After dark.
Just every time I see her drink one, it pisses me off.
Well, Johnny, when did y'all decide to get married?
She clubbed me on the head, knocked me out, drugged me, signed me up, and then okay, you know what? Like, have you ever done anything on mushrooms and said some things that you didn't really know that you were going to say, and then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh my God. I said her these things, but like,
I don't know how you did it, man.
You can't go back.
I always said you get married for 2 reasons: either you've been on a dry spell or you're broke. One of the two is most of the time the reason you get married.
The fact that I'm getting married, I ain't been on a dry spell, and I ain't broke.
Okay. Well, you're fixing to be once you get married. Don't worry about it. You know, all that stuff stops. You know, I mean. Once you get married, you're in lockdown mode. Then,
I can tell you one thing. I have a feeling I'm going to be taking laps in Oxford every afternoon after the show with Bill Brasky.
That's what you need to do, Johnny. And speaking of the devil, our first 2 games, our first game and our second game are both night games, 6 o'clock. I call that night.
Are you talking about Ole Miss football?
Yeah, I'm glad it's better than noon,
bro. September at night is a miracle. 11 o'clock in the Grove, it is musty, bro. Like, honestly,
I know it. That's what
even a 10 can bake bread on a humid day like that.
That's right. So that's great, because normally we got 11 o'clock games the first 3 hot weekends, you know, when it's unbelievable. So that's a good thing this year. Well, you know, it'll be a little cooler in the evening when the sun's going down.
And you'll be a lot drunker by the time it kicks off.
Oh, absolutely. You won't feel it by then. You know, you won't feel it by then. And
unless people passing out in the stands because it's so hot. That poor student section, the way they put them over there in the cooker.
Oh, it's awful. It is absolutely awful. And
hey, Brasky, Uncle Brasky, didn't Lynn fall out on ESPN?
Yeah, she got filmed on ESPN 11 in the morning, passed out. They had the damn referees were walking by her. We were on the first row, and she made it on Thinking Out Loud with McElroy and Booger McFarland and them.
Mm-hmm.
She made ESPN, yes, sir.
Fell out.
Wow.
It was supposed to be a no-fallout weekend, and she fell out.
Right. Well, that was also during the Auburn game when we had Matt Luke, and they absolutely beat the hell out of us. So there wasn't a lot to be cheering about.
There wasn't a whole lot to watch.
No. That's what they were making fun of. She was sleeping because the defense was on the field. They wasn't going to stop
Tell me
nobody.
about what happened at Crystal's this afternoon, Uncle Brasky.
Are we talking about Crystal's, Johnny? The sex shop, or the one that serves the square hamburgers?
This man tried to get him. Tell him about it, Uncle Brasky.
Sex shop or burgers?
Burgers. I drove through Crystal's here in Oxford today. Have you been into Crystal's in a while?
I've been into the sex shop. I have not eaten fast food in 20 years, Holmes.
Well, I went through there and got two crystal chicks, and a cup of ice water. And the guy said, that'd be $11.82. I said, $11.82? I said, for 2 of those, I got to look at my receipt. He said, well, we can't ring up a cup of water, so we got to charge you for Dasani water at $2.95. And he handed me a cup of ice water. I didn't even get a bottle of Dasani water because they don't have it.
Damn, bro, that is actually some great marketing. He gave you tap water, told you it was Dasani, and charged you $3.
Right. He said that's the only way he could ring it up. I said, man, I'll never be back. You know, I mean, for two of those little things were $8.
Bro, Crystals is nasty. And the fact that you
Well,
got the chicken, like, I feel like you're messed up in the head. Like, dude, listen, I'm no better. Like, you know, like, there's a Chick-fil-A, there's Popeyes, there's Jack Purtles. Like, Jack Purtles, I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, the last fast food I had, Jack Purtles down there at Cleveland and Poplar, where, you know, right there by, like, that Kroger that's scary as hell, right there across the street from the AIDS clinic. Like, dude, don't touch me. I don't know if you just walked out that damn AIDS clinic. Damn,
That's
man.
right. Hey, but you got that gravy, though.
I was going to say, I got the biscuits, the little bitty, the little Sister Schubert rolls with that chicken and the gravy on it. That is like crack.
Oh, it is, Johnny. Let me tell you what they got better than that I used to get at Purtle's. The chicken fried steak sandwich. They take that patty and dip it in the gravy and then put it on 2 pieces of bread with a little bit of slaw. Man, you can't beat Purtle's. I used to like the one over there near the University of Memphis because that one was a little safer than the one down there you're talking about.
I had no problem with the Purtles. I always had problems trying to get in and out of the Kroger, like dodging needles and winos and yos strung out on everything. And again, the AIDS clinic's right there.
Yeah, well, you can get tested after you step on a needle.
Bro, all you have to do to get tested is go to the lifeblood, give blood. If they say, I'm sorry, sir, you can't give blood today, you need to take your ass to the doctor because you nasty and you got the gash. And if you don't know what that is, that's gonorrhea, AIDS, syphilis, and usher.
They said syphilis is making a comeback, too.
Dude, 70% up between 17 and 24-year-olds here in Shelby County.
I like how you slid Usher in at the
Yeah, because he's herpes. He's the only dude that everybody knows that has herpes and still has women trying to kiss him, and and it's because he can sing. And I'm like, bro, you think you had a fever blister? You don't want the herpes. Because it's a fever blister on fire, but it ain't on your lip. Well, it will be on your, you know what I'm saying.
Man, we had a guy one time in college. He always had them little hanker sores on his lips and this and that.
Ooh.
And we were over there at one of them bars, I think Newbies or whatever, and he's making out with this girl, and we seen the girl, she's biting on the cold sore a little bit. That was
no.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but that was gross. But every time I think of a mouth sore, for whatever reason that's been etched into my head. She got to licking and kissing on it, biting on it a little bit, and it was right there on his lip. That's kind of gross.
Like, that's called, like, you go forward, you see the thing, and then you turn around and run. That's the running man. Now, do you know what the figure eight is? You ever gone down and then immediately came right back up? Like, whoa.
I have.
That's I call that that's called running from flipper.
Right. I have, John.
I don't need a sea urchin in my bedroom.
Figure eight? What does that even mean?
Yeah,
how's
like,
that
okay,
a figure eight?
Okay, so if you stand up and you go down and then you come back up, your head does a figure eight.
Oh, I thought that was called prairie dogging.
I like that. You killing me. By the way, Ham, any historical references on prairie dogging, figure eight?
I was trying to think of something, but I have none to contribute to this.
Ham's
probably because I'm too busy laughing at y'all just in general.
Oh, bro. Yo, I just saw this. It just popped up. Check this out. Tom Brady. Did y'all see what my man's been doing?
He's been running around with Sophia Viagra.
Oh, yeah.
He's been. Yeah. He's been over there. I think they've been in Spain together or something.
Dude, not only was with Sophia Vergara, he was also with that Irana Shank, who, like, shanking is all you think about. Like, this dude. And remember, he left the girl from Law and Order. Law and Order. The girl in Law and Order, the hot lawyer. Like, dun, dun, dun. Man, no, not Misha Haggerty. She was a cop. I'm talking about the hot lawyer.
Oh, the blonde, the DA.
The blonde.
No,
yeah.
the dark-headed one that was fine as hell, bro.
She's from Blue Bloods.
Oh, Blue Bloods, you're right.
Oh, Blue, you're
Bridget
telling us the wrong show,
Moynihan.
Johnny.
Bridget Moynihan.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
it's a movie with a
her.
police officer and they're solving some
And
ish.
Tom Selleck.
Like 80% of the shows on TV.
Right. It makes you want to get arrested.
Oh yeah, we betting on anything? I mean, what the hell we betting on?
We're betting, Johnny. No
Oh,
doubt
Lord.
about it. We're betting.
We need like
I mean,
midget.
we
This
say
is the
that.
week we need midget. The LPL, the Little People Polo League, because you know how much money we can make during like the. Would you rather watch tiny little bitty people riding on miniature horses with little bitty like croquet mallets playing polo on a tiny little field, and then fighting also jousting afterwards? Like that is so much more entertaining than the Nathan's hot dog contest or the home run derby.
Hey, Johnny, we swept the board on the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I know. I didn't bet on it. I was pissed.
You didn't bet on it.
No, I really thought
I
that's
get
a.
paid.
I know, but I just think to myself, like, if I know I do stupid things and I bet on stupid things, but like betting on a dude to inhale a number of dogs and doing over the under, mean I'd have to watch it because it makes my stomach weak. I can't watch it because I have such a weak stomach. I throw up, man.
It's an American icon.
They dunk the bread into the water.
Yeah, and then they just shove it down their throat. It's and plus the
then they
hot
wiggle
dogs,
to try to
like hot dogs are
wiggle it
really
down.
it's booty and lips. And did you know that
It
too?
is.
Oh, not only that, did you know that they found that human DNA in not 90% of the hot dogs out there? That means there's human meat in this stuff too.
My.
You don't know? You think I'm joking?
You've been watching too much weird, man. You got to put the mushrooms and the cigarette down, Johnny.
No, I would never put those down.
You got to put that down, brother. Last week you were worried about the aliens made the damn pyramids, man.
Oh, they
It
did,
was
bro.
A bunch
We
of
didn't make
slaves
it.
getting strapped that
No,
made the pyramids.
dog.
It wasn't a damn Martian.
No, bro, it definitely wasn't
I
us.
told y'all who I think built the pyramids, them Amish people. You ever seen them pick up a barn and move it 500 yards?
Yeah, that's a good
equipment.
Man,
point.
them Amish people wasn't
500
around then.
Amish.
All right,
Well,
here
the
it is.
Amish, well, that
ABC
was
News
their
reports hot dogs contain human DNA. This is on ABC, bro. In fact, they tested out of 345 samples. Holy hell.
What it is, Johnny, that make them some mob-
14.4% of hot dogs tested positive with human DNA. That's taking too much of a risk, bro. I am not eating
That
another
dude
human
just
being.
got his finger stuck in the machine when it was making it at the plant. They didn't clean it out or something. When they tested, or some mob guy put somebody in a wood chipper.
That's
and put 'em in
that's
a hot
more than
dog
like
bag.
that's what I'm thinking, dude. It was a little Tony.
Yeah, they just didn't
Tony
clean it up
Soprano.
good.
All right, money.
Yeah,
Money. What are we betting on, damn it? I'm running out of time. I forgot. I get to get out of here.
I
in 3
know.
minutes.
All we've got is baseball, Johnny, really to bet on. And I'm just going to give you two quick baseball plays, Johnny, and just remember that I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, my Indians are on a 3-game win streak. They won one yesterday. They won one today. That's called a winning streak. That's what Lou Brown told the boys in Major League. You win 3 in a row, that's called a winning streak. So I like the Indians. They're on the road tonight in Chicago. The White Sox are terrible.
They got a doubleheader. Are we going the first game or second game?
Well, they got a doubleheader. Which one's Gavin Williams pitching
He's
in?
pitching at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Oh, wait.
Williams.
Hold on. Let me check. I just said that. Let me check.
I
I
didn't
better
see them
check.
on a doubleheader.
No, he's pitching
Oh,
at
they are
7:10.
on a doubleheader.
Yeah,
You're right.
So we're going with the 7:10 second game of the doubleheader. We're taking Williams over Cannon.
Yes, correct. It might 128. Go ahead and get on that money line. The Indians are on fire. Jose Ramirez has hit a home run in 3 straight games. Not saying he does 4 straight games, but he's on fire. We're starting to hit the baseball a little bit. My next game, I love this game, actually. It's the Pirates and the Twins, and we got Paul Skynes, our guy with Livy Dunn. He's pitching tonight, and he's got a 4-7 record with a 1.96 ERA, which is unheard of. They can get no runs for this man, and he allows no runs. So we're going under the 7 runs. The Twins are terrible. The Pirates are terrible. And you got the best pitcher in baseball pitching. So I like under the 7 runs in that Pirates Twins, Johnny.
And again, Joe Ryan ain't no joke. So what do you got,
Joe
Brasky?
Ryan can pitch too. Joe Ryan can pitch a little bit too now.
8-4, 274. Yeah, let's do it. What do you got, Brasky?
Well, we got, first of all, we're going to start off today with baseball, and we're going to take the Blue Jays and the A's under 10.5 runs. You've got 2 good pitchers going there. I think that goes well under 10.5 runs. I think that number's a little high. Then in the Wimbledon, tomorrow's women's, we're taking the American Amanda Asimova, and we're putting that as a dime bag play of the week. She's plus 189. She's a 13 seed. She's beat everybody soundly. I look at her to win.
Where's this Wimbledon thing at? How do I? Oh man, I can find it.
It's in England.
Oh yeah, that's where they play on the grass. Bro, so does that mean over there they got landing pads? Like they ain't like us over here in the States. Like it ain't like everything ain't polished. Like they still got that old. I love a good old landing strip from back in the day, bro. You went a little too far, you know to put on your brakes.
Right, we got that, and then we're taking right now. He's beating Djokovic pretty easy. We're taking center to win the men's match as a nickel play.
Man, gentlemen, y'all
He'll
be
play
blessed.
Alcaraz.
Y'all be blessed. I love y'all to death, and I'll see you over the weekend, and we'll do it again next week. Stay out of trouble, boys.
I got it.
Have a good one, Johnny.
Those are my men. J Ham is a big pimp. Mo's the man. MJ Landon. That's my time. Peace.
Memphis Public Links has so much going on right now. Audubon is right around the fairway.